My name is Suzanne Dorsey, and I am so honored to be with you this year. It's so exciting to have everyone back, everybody participating in this. At the Maryland Department of the Environment, we protect and restore the environment for the health and well-being of all Marylanders.
I'm Maggie Mullen, and I go to Brodnick High School. I'm a sophomore. This is my project. It's supposed to resemble that trash and human waste outlives natural organisms, and littering and wasting is overall bad for our environment because it's not going away anytime soon.
Hi, my name is Catherine Weiss. I'm from Brodnick High School and I'm a senior. This is my project. It's titled Belle of the Ball. It is composed of a base layer of 3 hula hoops and layers of strips of Diet Coke stapled together so they kind of give some motion to it. On the second layer there's Capri Suns, just a lot of Capri Suns I saved up over a lot of time. And the bubble wrap down on the lower level. Up at the top there is a paper mache bodice composed of labels from cardboard that I stripped off the top and paper mache'd them on. For this dress I was kind of inspired by making recycled things more beautiful, giving life back to wasteful things, and this kind of shows how many recyclable things we go through so quickly.
My name is Sophie Clements. I'm from Brodnick High School and I'm in 10th grade. My project is called Love a Plant, and the inspiration behind it was kind of when you put love in a small thing like a plant, it'll grow huge. When I started it, I planted this and it was just the size of one of these little leaves right here, and then it grew to this size while I was making the sculpture and it was waiting in the classroom, and then
Every time I see where
it'll grow eventually a lot bigger, and all these leaves will fall off and there'll be more, and then they'll grow inside this soil and it'll become a huge thing, and the plant will overcome this little wire sculpture here.
Hi, I am Jenya Irwin. I am from Brodnick High School and I'm a sophomore. My art piece is made out of Arizona tea cans and coat hangers. It is meant to represent that when humans end up destroying what our world has given us, that we tend to try to replace it with things that just, they look like it, but they aren't quite it. My goal was to use recycled materials to replicate nature and something that I think is very beautiful, roses. But it's there, but it's not quite there.
I'm Peter Zito. I'm from Archbishop Carroll High School. I'm a senior. What inspired me is all the deaths that happened from horse races throughout the years. This is just, the red symbolizes all the blood, and then there's a flower to symbolize new life.
I'm Tyler Stock. I'm a senior at Archbishop Carroll High School. This is my art. It's made out of pallets, wine bottles, and fairy lights. My inspiration behind it was just basically I was trying to think of a thing that I could make for this, and I could also give to a family member. So I ended up making this for my grandparents, and I think it actually turned out really well.
I'm Cameron Payne. I'm a senior at Archbishop Carroll High School. And my sculpture is a wing. It's an abstract work of art. My main inspiration was the qualities of Art Deco and the shape of a wing. So everything's streamlined in that genre, and I thought of a wing as my first idea of creating as a sculpture. And so I decided to take an abstract view on it, and I took some aluminum cans and I wrapped it over the basis, which is made out of popsicle sticks and paper, and I glued them together. I wrapped aluminum over it to mimic the layers of streamlined Art Deco work and architecture as well.
My name's Tony Clark Jr. I'm from Archbishop Carroll. I'm in 12th grade. Sorry. Yeah. So my inspiration is just nature. I like a lot of nature, animals, plants. And I decided to do a tree. I wanted to have a snowy environment. You move the branches around, you can actually give it more snow on the ground. And
so you were talking about me.
Didn't know exactly what to do. I went through a couple phases with this, but I found a cone, like a little mini traffic cone, and used that to mold paper mache. around it and mold the tree stump. And I found these branches, these fake branches, and I glued everything together.
My name is Dustin McCaskill. I'm a senior at Archbishop Carroll. And the inspiration for my piece is that everything that you see can be manipulated, and it's not exactly what you see. Because some things can always have a deeper meaning. Like the tentacles here are made from cardboard. The canvas is the base, and it's recycled. So it was previously used, and we decided to recycle it. I decided to use aluminum foil as the pop of color, and it gives like a different look to it, because I wanted to go more black and white theme with this piece and less colorful.
All right, my name is Griffin Presley. I'm in 12th grade. I come from Archbishop Carroll High School, and this is the melt. Basically, the inspiration I had was the story of Icarus with his wax wings melting. They wanted to incorporate candle wax into this, and it's kind of showing a man melting it into himself. And yeah, I'm really proud of my piece.
Hi, my name is Anna Ferdui. I'm from Liberty High School, and I'm 16, and I made paper flowers in a vase, and I was just really inspired by nature, or by like flowers found in nature.
I'm Haley Bowser. I go to Liberty High School. I'm in 12th grade, and I'm 17, and my inspiration was how plastic bottles affect dolphins in aquatic life.
I'll come up to you for the stuff.
Hi, I'm Michaela Maddox. I go to Liberty High School. I'm 17 and I'm in 12th grade. And my inspiration for my project was just like mushrooms in general and like a fairy garden kind of theme. I really like nature and like neutral colors.
My name is Crow Mullen. I go to Liberty High School. I'm 16 and I'm in 11th grade. My project is inspired by gnomes and just like a cute romantic little date.
I'm in 10th grade at Glenburnie High School. My inspiration for my piece was my mom's 40th birthday, so I decided to make her a gift out of recycled items that we had at home that she had for old crafts for her daycare.
I'm Sarah Zepisochna. I go to South Carroll High School, and I'm a junior, and this is my scrap car. It's made from all different pieces, like from like electronics and discs and VHS tapes, and it's all just put together to make this car.
Oh my god. I'm Haley Bohr, and I'm a sophomore at South Carroll, and I just really like dinosaurs.
Hello, my name's Sam Gapin. I'm a 10th grader at South Carroll High School. My inspiration, I just saw a lighthouse walking down the hall one day and had the idea to build this lighthouse, so there it is.
I'm Ariana Roman, and I'm a 10th grader at South Carroll High School. My inspiration for this piece was mostly I really like swans and flowers, and I wanted, like, my goal was kind of to include things that I like sparkles, flowers, fabric for fashion, and just really things that I like into one piece.
I am Lily White. I'm a senior at South Carroll High School, and the basic idea for my junk art project was to contrast the media portraying this fantasy world versus the outside, kind of black and white, like bad vibes almost.
Hello, I am Cameron Scott. I'm from South Carroll High School, and I am in 12th grade. My inspiration for this piece was, like, ever since I was a little kid, I really like dragons and mythical creatures, and I named this dragon after, like, the first dragon obsession I've ever had, Falcor from Neverending Story, and it just stuck with me.
Hi, I'm Violet, and I'm in 11th grade at Winters Mill High School. And so my inspiration for this was just, there's like a lot of expectation on kids these days, and so I wanted to reflect that in my piece. Like, they are getting so much stress and expectation from like outside things like parents and school and grades and whatnot, and so it's making them feel unsafe, and it's making them like really upset and hurting them a lot.
Hi, I'm Ashlyn. I am in 11th grade at Winters Mill, and my inspiration for this, I like flowers, so I just wanted to do something with flowers, and we had recycled hall passes in our school, so our school uses a lot of them. So I just did a bunch of little flowers with hall passes, and then the little succulent has hall pass leaves, and then this is like bottles that is like crinkled up. And then I just needed to add some more extra stuff, so I added some bugs and then some mushrooms made out of bottle caps and screws, just to accentuate it.
My name is Haley. I'm from Glen Burnie High School and I'm in 11th grade. My project has a jellyfish, sea turtle, and a fish in a coral circle.
I'm Mindy. I'm in 12th grade. I'm from Glen Burnie High School. I made a ballerina out of metal because I thought it'd be pretty cool.
My name is Jasmine. I'm a junior from Glen Burnie High School, and I got my inspiration from the movie Up.
I did not in my purse. Put the other one.
I'm Addison Litton,
I'm Jack Sprague.
and we're juniors at Kent County High School.
The inspiration for this project was peacocks that I saw in Western Maryland.
And the materials are recycled wood, cardboard, maps, styrofoam, and CDs.
So I'm Gage Osborne. I'm a senior at Northwest High School. And my piece, I guess, I've always kind of liked fishing, and I do a lot of work on cars and stuff, so it's kind of where I got a lot of the materials from, is cleaning out the river and working on things in the garage. And one day I was replacing the water pump, and I saw it kind of looked like a crab shell. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then just things went from there. I started seeing shapes in all these other pieces, and then this is what I ended up with.
Hi, I'm Clarice. I'm a junior at Northwest High School, and this is my sculpture that I made, and it's made of all the stuff I had at home that I just found, and it's trying to signify hope of like bringing recycling to like a pure environment. Hi, my name is Sonia. I am a junior at Towson High School, and I decided to make my unicycle because I've worked a lot with cardboard, and I thought it would be a fun and interesting challenge just to work on some new skills.
Hi, my name is Lily. I'm a junior at Towson High School. I decided to make my sculpture because I've been thinking about making a bus for a very long time. And additionally, I just really like his work.
I'm Ava Gorman. I go to Towson High School. I am a senior, and my inspiration for this piece was there's this one store like near my house, and this woman always had these little newspaper dresses outside of them, and I just loved them, and I just really wanted to like make the bodice and like make the dress out of these materials and like make the flowers, and I really liked making it.
Hi, I'm Ava Oglesby. I'm a senior at Towson High School, and my inspiration was a butterfly hair clip. I just thought it'd be really interesting to try and attempt to make it out of cardboard, but like 15 times the size.
did, yeah. It was very empty.
Hi, I'm Melissa Bowen. I am grade 11 and I go to Walkersville High School. And my inspiration was my fear of clowns. And so I made a mask.
So I'm like extra excited because they don't normally engage with projects. Is this the second mask?
I'm Alexandra Funk. I'm in 11th grade. And I made my octopus because I found this can that says ugly water, and they thought about how the oceans are polluted, and like that's how I kind of see ugly water as. So this octopus lives in the ugly water, the ocean, and it has plastic around it, and it's like full of pollution.
I'm an 11th grader at C. Milton Wright High School. My piece is Ziggy Stardust. The inspiration for it is David Bowie, the music artist. And I chose to do him because I really like his music and I like his style, and I think he's just a very iconic image for a piece.
Alright, I'm Kate Nettles. I'm in 11th grade, and my inspiration was just kind of like thrifting and secondhand fashion, but taking that to the next level and just recycling anything that you get while shopping and turning that into its own clothing piece. So it's just kind of like I titled it third-hand fashion. Turn around.
That's awesome.
Recording her artwork.
Hi, my name is Aubrey Hunsinger. When I created this vending machine, my inspiration was kind of tuning back to your childhood of arcades and building random sculptures for fun so that people could interact with it. So I kind of made a way for people to put in coins, that way you could get little prizes that I made as well. It's a bunch of magnets and pins, and there's different amenities on it, like on the side. There's a little chance to win. I've kind of created a character that has built this to almost be something that's a little bit greedy for just money, doesn't really care about the other people's prizes. So as you can see, it's pretty much bound to not be able to win anything with the power of gravity. And on the back we have a little Lego world working on the side of this little coin machine slot. So when your coin goes in, then it goes straight to the Legos. And there's different areas of the cardboard peeling back to almost show that it's like built of Legos underneath it. So the way that this works is you're gonna take your coin and you'll put it straight into this coin slot right here. And then what you're gonna do to this handle is you're gonna push it in, and out will drop a little canister of different prizes. And you'll pull it right back out so that it comes straight towards you. Inside you have different magnets and prizes, some pins as well, which I've created out of paper and just drew different things on it.
I'm Bailey Hawk. I'm a senior at Southern Garrett High School, and the inspiration for my piece was my last name is Hawk, so I made a hawk.
I am Eliana Hudnall, and I'm a junior at Southern Garrett High School, and I've been interested with mythology for a while, and I was like, dragon, because that's just something I've done for a while. I like the dragons.
I'm Alyssa Wingard from Canal High School. I'm a senior. My piece is made out of trash left in the art room.
My name is Samadi Jones. I'm in the 11th grade. I go to Suitland High School. And the inspiration for this piece was a Lyngbakr, which is a whale-sized creature that stays in Greenland, and it inhabits animals and people on its back as it swims through the ocean. And it's the size of a whale. And this piece is made out of water bottles, art pulp, cardboard, aluminum foil, paper, tape, hot glue, and trash bags.
My name's Jessie Kennerly. I am an 11th grader at Suitland High School, and this is my piece. It's titled In Essence, but personally I just call him Randall. And the inspiration behind it is a Native American urban legend called the Wendigo. And basically the story goes, back in the day when food was scarce, people would turn on their comrades or people, and they would eat them. And so this is actually an evil cannibalistic spirit, so they would eat them, and in their culture, they said the more human meat you consume, the more inhuman you become, and you just transform into this evil spirit. And when the weather's like that up there, the Wendigos will usually like call out to you with the voice of like your loved ones, so it can lure you and it can eat you.
Hi, I'm Layla McIntosh. I'm from Suitland High School and I'm a junior. This is my piece. I named it Dot, and Dot is made out of cans, the inside of chip bags. The red glass in gore is made out of, the gore is made out of red glass. And this is a tassel, like a graduation cap. And the tail is made out of rubber bands. And what it is basically is it's a roadkill opossum. And I thought I would mess with the idea like how roadkill is just discarded just like how recycling is. And I also wanted to like dampen with gore and with practical effects. And I thought it would be an interesting challenge.
Toro from Suitland High School. I'm a senior there. This is my piece, Taming the Beast. So for the mask, it's made out of paper mache, like a shredded paper paste. The chainmail is made out of can tabs, and the gown we found in like a fabric bin at school. I have a disorder, an immune disorder. So the things that I have to deal with are keeping myself safe and making sure that I am stable. So for my sculpture, the mask represents jumping that first hurdle of getting diagnosed. We know what it is. We know how to treat it and maintain it. So it's just a matter of keeping myself safe. The chainmail represents that, like, you have to have that little bit of armor, that little bit of strength to just keep going. Just keep going. And of course, the gown is to represent the constant appointments and just the constant checkups, but it's for greater cause. I mean, I'm here today.
I'm Rachel Babatunde, a senior at Suitland High School, and my piece is based on my own poetry that I wrote. So as you can see, my poetry is called The Saint Tempted Eve, which also is the title of my piece. And my poem is about Eve in the Garden of Eden being seduced by the snake. And I wanted to represent that on biblical tablets. So I made these tablets out of cardboard and paper mache. And I used a sponge to give it a stone-like texture. And I carved into it to make it look old and like ruined and weird. And this is the beginning of my poem, and it has the most carves and most indents into it because it's like it should be the first tablet that's made. And then my last tablet, which is the end of the poem, is less weird and more readable. And also, here in the little basket, I put a seed in it to represent knowledge, which it like connects with my entire piece. And I put little excerpts of the sequel to my poem in it, in little scrolls.
My name is Abby. I'm a 9th grader at Century High, and I made a dress out of paper plates because I like fashion and I like art, so I wanted to incorporate both of that into my piece.
My name's Wesley. I'm in 10th grade and go to Century. For the bird, it's my favorite type of bird. It's the blue heron, and it's made out of rusted nuts and bolts that were left in my basement by the previous homeowner.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm in 10th grade and I go to Century High School. I decided to make a frog out of bottle caps wearing some overalls because I decided to make something kind of like a figurine that you'd put in a garden, and I added some extra buttons to give it that extra like characteristic like feeling to it.